Real quick, guys. So y'all remember a few days ago I was talking about vacationing, and I was talking about how like somebody like myself, when I think about going on a vacation, it can't be in America. I mean, there are some places you can go. I mean, maybe there are some places in Utah, Arizona, the Four Corners region. But outside of that, the places you used to go for vacation. Forget about it. It's either too expensive, or you like find yourself right around the corner from the ghetto. So let's just read this real quick, guys. I don't want to be long. See if we can keep this at 4 minutes. Let's just back up what I'm saying, and not that I need to back up what I'm saying because I know what I'm talking about. But it's nice to see that somebody else out there is talking about the same thing. But it's one particular thing in one of these comments that I'm gonna read that says something strange is going on. All right, all right. So let's just read this first comment. This is about everybody moving to Texas, and people are sick of it. You know, used to move to Texas, I guess, or even Florida for cheap prices. But as more people move in there, everything is just as expensive as everywhere else now. And not only that, it creates an environment where people who not used to, Texan mentality are moving into Texas, and those people from Texas, they don't want those. They don't want them. They don't. People in Texas do not want people from California in Texas. They don't belong there. And so, as more and more people from California move to places like Texas, it just creates this atmosphere. It's hard to explain. I never see. Have I been to Texas? I never been to Texas, but I know what's going on. I understand what's going on. Texas is a place. I mean, Texas is like a whole country. First of all, it's even said that the whole population of the earth, if it's 8.5 billion, could fit inside of Texas. Yes, it would be like New York, but you could fit the whole world inside Texas. That's how big Texas is. So everybody just got this bright idea from California. Let's move to Texas. And now, you got people in Texas, excuse me, they're gun owners. They're used to things being a certain way. And as they're seeing that way change, they're very unhappy about it. So it creates a very disgruntled environment. And Texas, to me, in my opinion, even though I never been to Texas, to me that's like America. Texas is like America, literally. I mean, it's literally like its own country. I remember when it was even talking about there was even rumors that Texas might succeed from the country and be its own country. But anyway, y'all, let's just read this comment. So this just backs up what I was saying about no matter where you go, it's like you in the ghetto. It don't even matter if you're in the suburbs. You still by the ghetto. You know what I mean? So let's read this comment. It says, I'm from Dallas, and one thing about the crime is that a lot of our roughest neighborhoods are close to the nice ones. It changes block for block almost. Right. So we know that already. But let's read this right here. This is the part that gets me. It says it used to be that the crime and public housing was in South Dallas. Now they spread it all over town, which means the crime spreads all over town. You now have multi-million dollar houses next to public housing. So you are paying a lot of money to live in Crimeville. See, that's what I'm talking about. Why would I want to pay? Let's say I wanted to get a house for, I don't know, 500, $600,000, but it's like 2 blocks from the ghetto. Why would I want to deal with that? I might want to go jogging, right? So the same thing is happening in all the cities in America. And you have to question, why is that? Is it because they're not building enough jails? I mean, I see a lot of situations where they just keep integrating these criminals in with normal society. And it's like, hello. Then you talk about defunding the police as you're doing this. It don't make no sense. So I just want to end it there, y'all. But y'all see it. I do feel sorry for the people who live in Texas. That's not they're watching their. It used to be a wonderful place. Now you got all these people from Cali, all these liberals moving into the state, and it's never going to be the same again.